and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case this is your first time here, my name is Paz Shiko and you're so very much welcome. Please hit that subscribe button if you have not, and if you have, thank you so much. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So on today's video, I'm going to be showing you a technique on how you can be able to hide dark spots with just foundation. So it doesn't matter which foundation you are using, but it's recommended that you use a full coverage of foundation. So without any further ado, let's slide, jump, or walk into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to jump straight into skin prepping. I'm going to be starting off with my skincare products, and I'm going to start off with this La Roche Posie sunscreen. It has SPF 50, so this is the one that I'm going to be using. And let me tell you, it has been I think a week since I started using this La Roche Posie sunscreen, and let me tell you, oh my god, it's working magic. The best for a black girl like me. Like, I'm loving this sunscreen. I can't even tell you how much I'm loving it, because I'm really loving it. So let me apply it. And one thing I love about it is it doesn't have any white cast. It doesn't have any white cast. So I was using previously I was using a sunscreen that had white cast, and I really didn't used to love it, because with this one you can just apply it and you don't have even to apply makeup, because it doesn't leave you with any white cast. You can just apply it and just go to wherever it is that you want to go. Then after that, I'm going to jump straight into my primer of the day. So the primer today is Illegal color correcting primer, and I'm just going to use a decent amount of it, especially around the areas where I have dark spots, because as I told you, this is a color correcting primer, so works well with people who have dark spots and hyperpigmentation. It just works magic. And still, with this technique, it doesn't matter which primer you're using. I'm going to give my primer some seconds to set, but still feel tacky, so that the foundation can hold well. And the foundation of the day is Zaron foundation. This is my favorite foundation. It's just that I don't have any other foundation that actually matches me perfectly, so I'm just going to be using this one. And the technique is you first apply your foundation on the areas where you have dark spots. So I have a lot of dark spots and hyperpigmentation, so I feel like it's my whole face, but I'm just going to apply it on the areas where I have dark spots. So with this technique, as I told you, you can use it with any foundation that you have. So on all the areas where I have dark spots, I'm going to apply this foundation. Applying the foundation, I'm going to give it some time to set and also better the coverage. So I'm just going to give it 1 minute only to set and give it better coverage, and then after that I'm going to blend. And then I'm going to take this brush and blend the foundation using it. And the reason why I'm choosing to use a brush compared to using a beauty sponge is the brush doesn't absorb much product, hereby being foundation, as much as the beauty sponge actually does. So I'm just going to blend, and I'm going to be very light-handed in this. And you can see right now, you can see a lot of the dark spots, so I'm then going to allow it to set for quite a little bit of time and then go in with more foundation. Not too much. I'm not going to be using a lot of product, just a little bit is enough. Yes, a little goes a long way in makeup, so I'm just going to use enough. And as you can see right now, I don't have any visible dark spots, or do I? Maybe I'm not seeing myself. Well, tell me, can you see any dark spots? So I've not actually used a lot of product. Actually, most of the foundation that I had, it was just one pump. I have it here. So I've not used a lot of foundation. So using a brush to blend in your foundation, you or any product, you end up not using as much product compared to if you use a beauty sponge, because the brush doesn't absorb a lot of product as a beauty sponge or a beauty blender does. But then again, I love the finish of a beauty blender, so I'm just now going to take a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and just dab it. So this is my beauty sponge. You should ensure that it doesn't have any water left, but it should be damp. So you should run it through running water or dip it into clean water and then just squeeze out the water until all the water is out. So currently you can see mine doesn't have any water left. So I'm just going to use it on my face. So if you have any water left and you have already applied your foundation, you'll just be like taking it off. You'll be removing it. Yes, it won't look that good. So always ensure you don't have your beauty blender or your beauty sponge doesn't have any water left, and then dab it. And let me show you a difference between the two sides. Can you spot any difference between this side and this other side? Because I can actually spot the difference. So I'm just going to dab also the other side. And then I'm going to be using this concealer in the shade Cool Tan to highlight. Give it some time to set. So whenever you add in another product, because it's a new product on your face, always give it some time to set before you blend it or you before you apply anything else. So I'm just going to give it some little bit of time to set. Yes, so you're not, so the reason why you give it some time to actually set, because it's not like you are mixing them. Yes, you just don't want to mix them. It's not mixing that you're doing. So you just give every product, give it some time to set before you go in with the next product. So this is the progress that we have so far. So let me finish up with the rest of the makeup and then come back and show you the final look.